This is First Warning Weather.
A very snowy scene up in Ithaca here at our Cornell Skycam, basically showing pretty much the effects of yesterday. A couple of inches of snow falling throughout the Twin Tiers, anywhere from 3 to 5 inches, depending on where you were. A little bit less than what we were expecting. Of course, now today we're dealing with a little bit more snowfall, albeit a bit lighter and not as intensive, but still dealing with some wind throughout the region. And our temperatures right now still sitting below the freezing mark, pretty much around 30 or just below. 29 over to our east in Appalachian, 29 as well in Ithaca. We go a little to the west, 27 in both Canisteo and Westfield, 30 currently in both Bath and Elmira. Not a lot of variation here on the map this morning, but something we do need to really mention here is the visibility continues to be low across the region, anywhere from about 1 to 2 miles, just updated a little bit as well. Anywhere in the yellow showing reduced visibility, in the orange making things somewhat dangerous for travel, especially, of course, if you're going anywhere to church service this morning or traveling, trying to get some errands done. It's going to make it a bit tough and hazardous with the lowered visibility within the area as well. We'll stay on the radar here. We have a couple of areas with some higher rates of rainfall. Those are more off to our east. Places like Sayre, Owego, and eventually Binghamton will be dealing with some of those increased rates of rainfall, but these will continue to push to the east. Areas down to our south, Troy, Towanda, also having some fairly heavy snow bands coming in. We have a few more that are approaching in from the west as well. We have to really take a look at next week to get the next system here on the map. High pressure will come in and give us a pleasant Monday, so a nice start to the week. Not too much to deal with aside from a few clouds and some wind gusts. But then afterwards, we have this next system, and it's going to start out with some wintry mix, then quickly change over to rain once a warm air mass starts to make its way in. Low pressure will move off to the north and west, again keeping the air relatively warm until Wednesday morning. Things will cool down to allow for more mix to fall, and then eventually rain falls once again as the temperature warms up. Rounding out today, we can see, of course, a few more lingering snow showers afternoon, and then we go through mainly just dealing with that overcast skies as mostly cloudy conditions continuing through. A couple more showers could linger and eventually make their way into the region. There's one over there on the future track indicating places like Hornell, Greenwood, but most areas could see just a few light showers as we go through the evening. It's not pretty much relegated to just a few areas on the map. Anywhere could see like a brief pop-up snow shower going into the region. Now, how much more can we expect in addition to what we saw over the last few days? Indicated here, one model showing that most areas pretty much under an inch of snow, but a few areas there, Alfred, Greenwood, maybe up to an inch. If you look a little bit further here to the east, we see the higher likelihood of maybe totals exceeding 1 inch, getting up maybe closer to 1.5 inches, and some higher elevations maybe another 2 inches. Overall, not too much expected. Snow is expected to stay light. It's going to be a much calmer and much less intense day than what we had yesterday. Rounding it out with a 7-day forecast, we can see Tuesday and Wednesday is the times for that next weather maker. Tuesday, we'll see the majority of precipitation there. A brief break comes in on Thursday. Temperatures will recede back to the high 30s. Then Friday and Saturday, another system potentially on the horizon, bringing in a mix of precipitation before a brief cool down coming in for next weekend. That low on Saturday sitting at just 18 degrees.